I'm Sean Maloney. I'm running for Attorney General. Hello, how are you? How you doing? I'm Sean Maloney. I'm running for Attorney General. Hi, my name is Sean Patrick Maloney. I'm a Democratic candidate for Attorney General in New York. And I came out here to Queens with a bunch of my supporters to celebrate Irish heritage. Hey, I'm Sean Maloney. I'm running for Attorney General. There's a lot of great people out here. We're going to go talk to people about why we're running for Attorney General and how we're going to win this race. Yeah. Hey, guys, what's going on? Hey, Sean Maloney, running for Attorney General. Started talking to the borough president. The sun came out. I'm going to reach out to everybody in this campaign. Sheep, cows, horses, rabbits. I've got a passion to do this work that I think is greater than anybody in this race. And I think I got the skill set and the independence and the approach to this office that is the right mix that we need in New York when we enter this exciting period of progress and reform. If we speak from the heart and we say something real, that we will credential ourselves with voters who then will trust us. That's why I'm in this race, and I think it's what's different about me. So we're going to try that out tonight. It's fun when you know you got something to say. Hooray! Look at you guys. Here we go.
Our next speaker is the former White House Staff Secretary Sean Patrick Maloney.
Yay! This job requires someone who's independent and someone who's professional. I think we know that by the man who's doing it now. Can we also agree that this job requires passion? You gotta want to do this job. You gotta want to not just hold the office. You gotta want to not just win this race. You gotta want to do this work. And I think we should think about that tonight. I believe we've got the best rationale in this race. We want to do this job for the right reason. I want to do this job for the right reason, and I know what I'm going to do with it when I get there. And I want to tell people about that. I want to be Attorney General to fight for people who need power and don't have it. I want to give New York a government as good as its people. And I want to fight back against this conservative menace in Washington. I'm an experienced investigative attorney. I've been involved in a lot of investigations, everything from Major League Baseball owners to CEOs of major banks to the major healthcare companies, utilities, independent counsel's office, everything you can think of. That's the bread and butter of the legal work I've done. And managing those investigations is really, I think, the key skill set to have in the Attorney General's office.
He is someone who's focused on accomplishing what has to get done. He has seen a lot for a person as young as he is and has done a lot, and he's remarkably unflappable.
I've worked at the senior level in government, so I ran the largest appointed office in the White House. I had about 100 people working for me there, and I managed the president's daily workload. So I kid that it's the chief paper pusher in the West Wing, and it is, but what you're doing is you're figuring out what the president does every day.
This is one of the most important jobs in the entire executive branch of government. We literally would not function if somebody didn't organize it all, drive it through, and, I carry around this big heavy briefcase all the time, and I'd forget stuff because I just have such a massive volume. Sean never let me forget. Go pull this out of your briefcase and make this decision now. And so I'd get the 5-page memo, and there was Sean's 4 paragraphs. Here are your decisions. Report back in 24 hours. And I said, yes, sir, and always did it. And as a result, the Republic did not collapse.
You get to be in those positions for a brief period of time, and it's about what you're going to do while you're there. It shouldn't define who you are. It's a little like parenting that way. You ought to know who you are.
So you look like the nicest guy in the troop.
Well, I'll take that. That's nice. That's very nice. So I need your help, see? Thank you.
Where are you from?
Well, I grew up in New Hampshire, but I live in New York City now. I grew up in a big Irish Catholic family. I'm the last of 6 kids, 5 brothers.
Nice neighborhood. Lots of kids in the neighborhood. They all played in the street. And he was very lucky.
We went to church every Sunday. We never missed it. Didn't matter where we were or what we were doing. That was a priority. There was no mistaking that they lived their values, and they passed them on to their kids.
I think it shows in his thinking. It would be very hard for Sean not to be completely honest up front. You ask him something that most kids would try to shun away from. Sean would tell it right to you, whether you wanted to hear it or not.
That was the world I came out of, where you knew everybody and everybody knew you, and you felt a sense of responsibility that way, that somebody was watching, and that was important because you were all in it as a community. I think if we're going to speak authentically, we have to talk about who we are ourselves. We have to speak honestly and be true to ourselves. In my case, that means leveling with you about who I am. Now, I'm not running, let me just say this once, I'm not running as the gay candidate in this race. I am running as the best candidate, with the best ideas and the most passion, who happens to be gay. I have a partner of 13 years, Randy. I've got 3 amazing kids. We like to say they found us, and they did. So Jesus is now 15, Daly is 4, and Essie is 2. They couldn't be more different, and they couldn't be more wonderful. They're the best part of our lives. It's good, it's delicious. It's beef stew. Stick to your ribs kind of food. Good on a rainy, cold day. It's gonna get delicious. Want to see our stew? Let's look. Want to help? You want to help stir?
No.
Look, is it yummy? Mm-hmm. Is it delicious?
I want that yogurt.
Want some yogurt? Okay, good idea. Let's have some yogurt.
I'm sure if you ask the children, he's the fun parent. He is. Sean has been able, as a parent, to carve out a niche with each one of the children that is really their relationship and their time and their focus. And I think as a parent, that's important.
I'm proud of who I am. If you want to know what it says about me, then know this. It means that when I talk about progressive politics, it's not politics to me, it's personal. It means I care about people who are shut out unfairly, because a lot of my crowd knows what it's like to be shut out unfairly. And if you know what that's like, then you'll have a champion in me.
Sean is the first of that generation to have the courage and to give up something of himself and his family to go to the next level in American politics.
No one like me has ever been able to run and serve at this level of New York politics. But you know what? I'm very proud that this campaign can be further evidence that Democrats believe in building a beloved and respectful American community across all our lines of difference, where we cherish what unites us more than what divides us, and mostly we cherish our diversity. Must be a guy thing, but there's something great about four-wheel drive. Just makes you feel alive. I think for folks out there who understand this stuff because it's common sense, I think what's disappointing to them sometimes is that big industry doesn't seem to care the way they should about the environment, and sometimes environmentalists don't seem to care the way they should about people's jobs. The Attorney General ought to be somebody that's making both sides play by the rules, and that is looking out for the good of everybody.
From the time he spent up here in upstate New York, I think he has a very good feel of what the people in upstate and western New York need and what they want and what's necessary for them to lead a better life.
My name's Sam Roberts.
Sam, good to meet you. Where are you from?
Syracuse.
Thank you guys very much. Where are you coming from?
Tioga County.
Tioga County, great.
Way upstate. I appreciate it and understand what you're saying. You know, I mean, I've been there. No, it's all about love, man.
I think a quality that I've known in Sean since the day I met him was this compassion that he has for ordinary people. He is not only interested in powerful and rich people. He really cares deeply about people who've had lives less fortunate than his or ours.
Sean is there to do the best for the people. Not for the big corporations and stuff like that. It's for the little people that he wants to help and get someplace and do the right thing by.
We are inheriting the legacy of the great New York Democratic Party. And with people like Franklin Roosevelt and Bobby Kennedy and Hillary Clinton, this party always looked to the future. We were great once. We are great in our hearts. We can be great again. But we have to see our own accountability for what's not working right, and we need to say that honestly.
All those who believe in justice should support Sean Maloney. All those who believe that everybody should have full equality under the Constitution of the United States should support Sean Maloney. I believe all those who feed the children should not go to bed hungry at night in America should support Sean Maloney. I believe all of those who believe that every American should work and not be exploited by their bosses should support Sean Maloney.
Even as young as he is, his range of knowledge and life experience would really benefit the Office of Attorney General, and I would vote for him.
I think he'll actually want to do the job as opposed to using it as a way to enhance other career objectives.
Frankly, I've been a lifetime Republican, and I've changed my affiliation just so that I'm able to vote for Sean.
I may be an underdog candidate, but I have the heart of a long shot champion.
I really love this guy, and he has been just wonderful. You've been fabulous, and your parents and your friends should be very proud of you. Thank you.
And this may be an uphill race for me, but it's a good fight, and it's a fight worth fighting. And I'll give you my whole spirit and my whole heart and my whole self in this race, if you'll just give me a chance.